Your money disappeared last night. Not stolen, not hacked, just gone. Your bank app won't open, the ATM says out of service, and there's a line of angry people outside every bank in your city. This isn't fiction. This has happened before in America, and it could happen again. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand something most people never realize about their money. The nightmare scenario. Picture this. Tomorrow morning, you wake up to breaking news. All banks are temporarily closed. For your protection, they say. You try to buy coffee. Card declined. You check your banking app. Error message. You drive to an ATM. Every single one has a sign. Temporarily unavailable. At first, you think it's just a glitch. Maybe it'll be fixed by lunch. But then you see the supermarket. People are panic buying with whatever cash they have in their wallets. The gas station has a handwritten sign. Cash only. And here's the scary part. The money you thought was safely in your account, it was never really there. It was always just numbers on a screen, and that screen just went dark. Now, here's what most people don't know. This exact scenario has happened multiple times in modern history. And I'm not talking about some unstable country you've never heard of. I'm talking about places that thought they were safe. When it actually happened, Argentina, 2001, the government was desperate. So they locked everyone out of their bank accounts. They called it the Corralito, the little fence. But for regular people, it felt like a prison. You could only withdraw 250 pesos per week. That's it. Families who'd saved for years watched their money lose half its value overnight. Not because they spent it, but because the government just changed the rules. People filled the streets, banging pots and pans, shouting at banks that wouldn't open. But here's the crazy part. This wasn't just Argentina. Cyprus, 2013. The government literally raided bank accounts over 100,000 euros to save failing banks. Imagine waking up and half your savings are just gone, taken to fix someone else's mistakes. Lebanon, 2019. Banks limited withdrawals to a few $100s a month. It didn't matter if you had $1 million in your account. You could only take out a few hundred. Some people showed up to banks with weapons just to get their own money. And here's the one that might shock you most. The United States, 1933. President Roosevelt closed every single bank in America for 4 days. Every single one. People couldn't withdraw cash. Businesses couldn't pay workers. Panic was everywhere. Wait, why would this happen? Why would banks just close? I'm glad you asked. The uncomfortable truth. Here's what they don't teach you in school. Banks don't actually have your money. Let me explain this simply. When you deposit $1,000 into your bank, you probably think it sits there waiting for you, right? Wrong. The bank keeps maybe $100 and loans out the other $900. That loan becomes someone else's deposit, which they lend out again. So your $1,000 becomes $5,000 or even $10,000 in the system. This is called fractional reserve banking, and it works great until it doesn't. Because if enough people show up asking for their money at the same time, the bank doesn't have it. And when that panic starts, when people realize the money isn't actually there, even healthy banks can collapse, just from fear alone. So governments step in. But here's the twist. They don't protect you. They protect the banks. When Argentina locked accounts, when Cyprus seized deposits, when America closed banks in 1933, they were all saving the system, not the people. Even deposit insurance, that thing that's supposed to protect your money, in America, it covers up to $250,000. But here's the secret. If everyone tried to claim that insurance at once, there wouldn't be enough money. The insurance exists to keep you calm, not to actually save you. Your money is only yours until the system says it isn't. The real solution. The answer isn't stuffing cash under your mattress. History shows that reactionary fear makes you more vulnerable, not less. The real strategy is something smarter. Resilience through diversification. Think about it this way. If all your money is in one bank, in one form, in one country, then you're completely dependent on that system working perfectly. But what if you spread things out? Some money in different banks, some physical cash for emergencies, some invested in real assets that hold value. Maybe even assets in different countries if you can. The goal isn't to become a doomsday prepper. It's to have options when systems fail. Because here's the final truth that ties everything together. Banking runs on confidence. The moment people stop believing, the whole system cracks. And we live in a world with record government debt, fragile supply chains, and rising tensions everywhere. So what's the takeaway? Real financial freedom means preparing for the moments when the system breaks down. Argentina thought they were safe. So did Cyprus. So did Lebanon. So did America in 1929. They all learned the hard way. The banks aren't neutral. They're part of a system that will always protect itself first. The question isn't, what if this happens? The question is, will you be ready when it does? If this changed how you think about money, hit that subscribe button. Because history has all the answers, and I'll keep showing you where to look.